No,
Yes,
you
we are.
better.
We're going live. Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's me, San Martin, and guess what? I'm on the scene, but I'm over here at the Prescott Executive offices, and we are gonna go live with this awesome, beautiful person, and we're also going live on Honeybee. So say hello to your people.
Hi,
How you doing? Well, let's go ahead and get this party started, and this is how we do it. Like this. So, good afternoon, everybody. It's me, San Martin, and I'm obviously on the scene here at the Prescott Executive Offices with my beautiful friend here, Honeybee. And we are live on actually Honeybee's Venture page. So, if you love what you do, if she does, just go ahead and keep on smashing that like button because ultimately that's the reason why we're here to tell everybody what she's doing and what makes her famous.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Get it, girl. Get it.
So a lot of people know I have an adventure program for children here in the Tri-City area. We offer after school and weekend adventure programming for children, hiking, kayaking, rock climbing. Rock climbing involves adults, teenagers, and children are welcome at rock climbing. We do campouts. We do summer camp. And one thing I have upcoming is winter camp, which is during Christmas break, which I believe is the week after actual Christmas itself, and then the first week of January. So that's December 26th through the 29th and January 2nd through the 5th. That's a Monday through Thursday camp because I also offer this incredible program called Forest Fridays, which is an adventure kind of forest school model for children who don't have school on Fridays. They get to come out and hang out outside all day with me, even in winter. A lot of people are like, oh my God, Honeybee, but it's so cold. But actually, winter is one of my favorite times of the year to get outside with the kids because it's cool, it's chilly, you can hike really far, explore lots of cool places because you're not getting too hot or overheated. There's so much cool ice balls and ice ponds to find and frosty leaves, and winter is just this really incredible time to get out. So we typically tend to start some of our hours a little bit later because earlier in the morning it's still a little bit too cold, and I like it to be above freezing at least before we get the kids out. But it's really cool. We get outside year round. There's really no time of year that we don't have programs that we're offering for kids. And another cool thing that I like to offer my families who participate, like tomorrow, for my families who participate in Honeybee's Adventure Time, just as a way to let them know how grateful I am for them. I'm offering a free day of childcare for families to come and bring their children so they can either get ready for Thanksgiving dinner or just get things ready for the big holiday. And I also do that around Christmas time just to offer parents a day to get out and do their holiday Christmas shopping for their children. Because I'm just really thankful for all of the people who are a part of my program and really realize the benefits of what I'm trying to do for children, which is so far beyond getting them outside.
Yes. And then ultimately, if you guys do not know what her whole adventure club is all about, give them a rundown on why you started it and why do you think it's just so big now?
I started it during the time when kiddos weren't really getting out. I guess I could just say it during COVID, because I wanted children to just kind of have an outlet, and also because I've noticed how much time children are spending indoors. There's a lot of time spent inside and on screens. I think I said this the last time I talked to you, but most kids get about 30 minutes, maybe an hour outside a day, and the rest of their time they're spending between 7 to 10 hours in front of a screen, whether it's a cell phone, a video game, or watching TV. And I think that a lot of people think there's risks in going outside. But there's also a lot of risks to staying inside and sitting on your couch and not moving your body. And there's just so many benefits that come from being outside, playing on rocks, climbing trees, doing dangerous things carefully. I think that there's so much more risk staying inside than there is getting out and utilizing your body and finding out what you're capable of. And that is a huge part of my program, of why I think that a lot of people who have joined me have been so dedicated to my program, is that they see the growth that is exponentially happening in their children, their confidence within themselves, they're happier, they smile more.
I will agree with all of it. It's an amazing scenario, because I mean, just to go ahead and kind of like bring to like par, we had a discussion about how people's or children's motor skills are not actually doing what they're supposed to. Their feet are not developing, their hands are not developing, their eyes to hand movement and being able to acknowledge, that this actually works functionally together. But at the same time, they're not utilizing those tools that could potentially make them better for the future.
Absolutely.
Kind of give them a rundown of some of the things that you actually do inside of your adventure club.
So it's so hard to explain, but we do lots of things. Like last Forest Friday we spent the whole day building forts. So like picking up big logs and rocks and just, I wish you could see the pictures, just building these epic, incredible forts. And so they're using their imagination to figure out what kind of fort they want to build. They're using their bodies to move the materials. One of the group of kids, they turned it into a kitchen, and they were like making food for other kids and me to come order. We do a lot of exploring, climbing around rocks in like Granite Basin. Like we chose this little like area to walk up the mountain, and ended up climbing over some rocks, and then found some cool little like rock made caves to crawl through, and the kids just thought it was the coolest thing. And that's the other thing that I love about winter is we don't really have to worry about snakes as much, so we have the opportunity to kind of get off trail and really explore areas that most people probably wouldn't explore, and find things that a lot of people wouldn't find. And I encourage the children to climb trees. I encourage the children to climb rocks. I encourage the children to do epic jumps, and everything that they do. It's not just, just, go do whatever, but it's giving like appropriate boundaries. Like, hey, let's use 3 points of contact if we're going to be near an edge, which is 2 feet and a bottom, or 2 hands and a bottom, or 2 hands and a foot, or something like that. So it's giving them like proper guidance. Again, on this is one of my just favorite things to say, on doing something dangerous carefully, right? We're not out just taking crazy risks and doing stupid things, but I'm definitely encouraging the children to find out what they're capable of, what their limits are. And it's just been so amazing to see how much growth these kids have had. Like, I actually got invited to go to Hawaii with one of my families, and we went to Hawaii, and this kid, one of my kids, was like climbing a mango tree barefoot in the jungle in Hawaii, because he climbs trees with me here.
Confidence. That's what it comes with your organization. So what do we have coming up? I mean, obviously we already are talking about your Christmas availability. What can people prepare for if they want to join Honeybee's Adventure?
Yeah, so let's first talk about like the Christmas break camp. So Christmas break camp, we're going to be spending a lot of our time in the Granite Dells area, between Watson and Willow Lake and the riparian areas. And I like to go there because there's just a lot of sun. We're out in the open, so we're able to stay warm by being in the sun. And there's some pretty epic hikes to go exploring around on the rocks. We might make
nice. That was good.
They definitely are going to want to dress warm. And then if we have inclement weather, I actually also have a micro school here in town, which is through Prenda, and it's held at Emmanuel Pines Camp. And so I have an opportunity to use some of the buildings at the camp as well, for if we have inclement weather for camp or even hiking clubs. So we typically don't have to cancel when there is inclement weather. We have a way to go somewhere where we can get out of the weather. But I will say some of our best days are when we're out in the weather, as long as it's not like a blizzard or a crazy downpour. The sky is just really beautiful when there's weather. So that's kind of what Christmas break camp looks like. We spend the whole day playing outside from 9 to 3. I can show up a little early for parents who have to get to work, but the reason we start at 9 is because it's warmer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit over freezing, and so it just makes it a little more comfortable for the children. And then I also offer weekly hiking adventure club on Wednesday afternoons. We also alternate that. We do some fishing. The kids they really enjoyed fishing over summer camp. So I've added an opportunity to do some fishing stuff and learn about fishing. And then we have Thursday and then the all day Friday program. And then Saturdays we go 10 to 1. But I'm also really excited because I just hired this amazing guy. He's been a guide for 20 years. And we're going to start planning some out of town trips once a month, like go hiking at West Clear Creek or go to Sedona and do a hike. Adults and children will be welcome to come. Some backpacking trips, hopefully, which is going to be incredible. So we're just growing because there's just so much that children can learn from being outside and utilizing the world in their own ways. So if a person wants to sign up with any kind of Honeybee's Adventure Time program, you can email me at honeybeesadventuretime@gmail.com, or you can go to honeybeesadventuretime.com, and there's a little form that you can fill out that will send me an email. So that's the best way to get in touch with me. Also, if you need a scholarship, I do have a scholarship form on my website for people who maybe need a little help with coming, but I do try to keep things really, really affordable. My goal here is to not take people for everything they have. I don't care about the money in this. My goal is to just make a living while also providing an incredible experience that children will remember for the rest of their lives, right? Like making lifelong memories that will have a lasting impact.
No, you definitely understand exactly how it's supposed to be done. I mean, even as us in our age and our youth, I would call us the youth, we literally thrived off that type of living, and it was like something that we actually really enjoy. And now sometimes it's like, oh, here's a tablet, oh, here's a thing to kind of get them out of your hair. But at the same time, guys, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. So go support Honeybee's Adventure. This is something that is a really big deal. I'm a recipient of your amazing adventure club, and acknowledging and seeing the difference in the child is very, very huge, very big, and very what would you say, respectful. I think that this is a great time to go ahead and be alive, especially when you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You had a calling. I remember the first day that we actually had a conversation. You're like, I want to do this, I want to do this. I'm like, do it, girl, do it. I was like, do it, because ultimately at that point in time, like you said, that we actually needed something like this as a parent, as a guardian, or as a person that was like trying to say, what can we do to go ahead and get the kids to do something fun, exciting, rather than actually us sitting at home all the time watching Netflix. This is something that is actually really needed. So I really do commend you. And it seems like a lot of people online are doing the same. Kathy Petrovich, you make such a difference in children's love, and I always will be grateful. And it says, yes, Queen Honeybee, Sally Maxwell is running down the scene. And Facebook user says, appreciate you and your passion. So you guys have heard it here first. This is exactly what it's all about. And once again, tell everybody how to go ahead and get a hold of you.
So yeah, you can reach me at honeybeesadventuretime@gmail.com. Or you can reach me at honeybeesadventuretime.com. And yes, I just want to throw out, I 100% believe that I am living my path. Every single thing that has happened in my life has led me to this moment. And for those of you who aren't already involved in Honeybee's Adventure Time, these children mean everything to me. I go to their plays. I show up for their school functions. I take these kids out to dinner. I have sleepovers at my house for them. I mean, I just want these kids to feel so loved in their lives by me. I want to be a mentor for them that chooses to love them and chooses to show up for them. So this is so much more even just beyond my adventure program. I just want the kids to have another adult in their life that they can count on.
No, it's a big deal, and I really do appreciate all your drive, your passion behind it. There's no doubt about it. That's the reason why we at the Prescott Times support you 100%, and we do appreciate all you're doing for not only for yourself, but also for the community and the youth of Prescott. So with that being said, I really do appreciate you. If you guys want to know more about her, it's right here. Do a screenshot right now and then go visit her site and get involved as soon as possible, because she does fill up pretty fast, and hopefully it could go ahead and grow a little bit bigger so your child can go ahead and be a part of that. With that being said, I'm out of here. I know you got things to do. I got things to do, and you guys got things to do. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of the Prescott Times. We really do appreciate you. With that being said, I'm out of here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.